Hello guys, and welcome back to another Caffcast. Today, we're taking a look at the brand new update to Rimworld that came out a couple of days ago when I recorded this. This is version 0.13.1135. If you want to check out the changes and stuff, or if you've never experienced Rimworld before, check out the website. The link will be down below in the description for you. But essentially, I haven't played this game for a while. I was kind of thinking about doing it on a live stream, but we're having so much fun playing XCOM over there right now that I thought maybe we could just have a little game together between you and me. If you like the idea of doing this kind of content, sitting down together and playing a few episodes on a game with some face cam and everything, let me know down below in the comments. As I said before, we're just kind of like trying out some new things on the channel just to see what you guys want to see, basically. But this is not something that's live. This is something that I'm recording specifically for YouTube. So, welcome. Today, let's start a brand new colony. I'm kind of thinking, for anybody who doesn't know, you have three different types of AI. A increasingly difficult, a chilled out, and a completely random. Could be really bad, could be really, really good. But I'm thinking just going to play the normal classic Cassandra on challenge mode, which as you can see with this little pop-up here, that pretty much is the way that Rimworld was meant to be played, the way the game was actually designed. So I think that kind of makes sense. But for those of you who have never seen this game before, it's basically a strategy game, kind of like Prison Architect, but you basically have to abandon your ship whilst you're flying through space, and you land with a small crew of 3 people on an abandoned planet and have to make a new world, basically. That's why it's called Rimworld. So we're going to give it a go. I've already created a new world, and if you want this build, if you want to follow along at home, the seed is C4FF, just my Caff name in the wonderful world. And as you can see, we have this pretty nice map here. And I kind of was thinking it might be quite nice to start in this little kind of area here. There's, like, for example, just here, where I've just first clicked, it's just arid shrubland, but it's like limestone, marble, and sandstone, year-round growing periods, a reasonable amount of rainfall, flat terrain. I mean, we could probably try and find, like, something that's a bit less flat. I don't actually know. There's large hills here, marble and sandstone. There's some mountainous region here as well. Large hills, slate and limestone. Small hills. I think maybe we'll do, like, a mountainous, because that might be quite fun. Here we go, look. This is mountainous with marble, granite, and sandstone with year-round growing. So let's go ahead with this. Temperate forest. It might be interesting. It's year-round growing, so let's just give it a go and see what happens, shall we? We'll select site, and we have a couple of injuries on this guy. Oh, look at this. Right, okay, so this is Renata Pacheco. Whew, what a name. Pacheco has an old gunshot on her hand, age of 35, 936 in stasis years, if you can believe that. We have there's various different sort of attributes that you can get for your characters. This character, thankfully, can do everything here. But has some sort of additional traits. So, shooting +3, melee +3, melee +2, construction +3, mining +7. We basically will specialize it so that this unit basically works on shooting, melee, cooking, construction, as you can see. A chemical fascination. She'll consume much more and is more likely to go on binges. Okay, I think that's something new that we haven't seen before. And also a psychic sensitivity. So that's the character we're going to go for here. I'm not going to change any of these. We're just going to deal with the hands that were dealt to us. We've got a medical slave. Oh, sorry, medieval slave. That's more sensible. No research at all. Can't do research, can't do artistic, and can't do cooking. But that's okay. As you can see, researching art and cooking disabled. So that goes sort of like hand in hand. An optimist, plus 6 on permanent mood effect, but also nervous as well. That's Colin Thorpe. Colin Thorpe, the legend himself. And also we have here Corey Gustafson. Cool, that is quite the name. A teenage male of 16 years of age, but is physically deaf. So that means that they have a psychic sensitivity of minus 100%. I wonder what that will have effect on their sort of social. Stomp's mind works on a psychic frequency different from everyone else's. Okay, psychically deaf, not just straight up deaf. That's probably a bit more sensible. And incapable of hauling, which is a shame, and cleaning. Just physically incapable of cleaning because it's a 16-year-old teenage male, teenage boy. Jesus Christ. Okay, so Renata, Thorpy, Stomp. Let's go ahead and take this on, shall we? Start. Da 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 da. What's going to happen, guys? Let's see what happens. Okay. So the map has been loaded. The three of you awake in your crypto-sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown Rimworld. As pieces of the shredded ship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. And the twang happens. There's the three of our people, as you can see. I'm just going to pause the game here quickly so I can show you guys, because I just want to make sure all the new guys are going to be able to follow up here. So, you can click on notifications in the top left of the screen to instantly center the camera on the subject and stuff. That's up here, some sort of stuff up here. So we have various different things down the bottom here, and play styles and stuff, and bits and pieces that you can see. But essentially the first thing we want to do is we want to make it so that these are all accessible, because currently they're not. We can do this, like this. Just make it so that they can actually grab any of these that they want. If we can just get... Let's quickly draft here and just get her to move out of the way, because she's currently stopping me from enabling that gun. And we'll undraft her as well. There we go. Right, okay. So, we'll explain things as we go. But for now, this is our map. This is the world that we live in. This mountainous region with some almost finished areas, actually. So the first thing that we need to do is decide where we want to live. There's some animals down here, some more weird animals here. What are these? Boomalopes. Well, that sounds sufficiently dangerous. What we really want to do is find somewhere that looks pretty realistically safe. You know what? I like this area here because we can, like, thinking sort of like long term, we can sort of mine out all of this like this and have this little sort of courtyard part. So we only actually have to defend then sort of like this open area here and then this open area down here. I think that's going to make the most sense. It means they have to go back and forth a little bit to start the first setup, but that's okay. That shouldn't be too much of a difficulty for us. And in fact, what we might do just super temporary is go ahead and set up this little building that we've got down here just as a place that we can start living in the temporary. So, the first thing that we need to do here is we need to set up a couple of sleeping spots. We could set up some beds. We can use wood to do beds instead if we want to. So if we did if we told them to make 3 wooden beds, I think is it? Yeah, Q and E to rotate. So they have to share a room right now, but that'll be kind of okay, I think. Let's have a look here. So if we just sort of put 3 beds, we could put like 1 up here, 1 up here, and 1 up here. And if we find any more people, we can have a final one there as well. And that means we also need to go ahead and do walls and stuff. Now that is in structure. And again, as you can see, we can change over to wood, because that's going to be the easiest material for us to get our hands on, right? That makes sense. In fact, I'm actually going to cancel the production of these. And instead, I'm going to have a wooden door here. And therefore, I want to have the beds on the other side of the room, don't I? Because that makes sense. Oh, oops, daisy. Oh! I managed to make it into double bed. Luxury double bed. I don't know how I did that. Oh, the shortcuts are all there. Okay, that makes sense then. God damn. It's going to take me a little while to get back into this game, but I do love it so much. It is a fantastic game to play. Right, okay. So that is the first construction that we have chosen. Now what we need to do is we need to go ahead into orders and tell people to be able to chop wood, and just tell them to be able to chop like all of this wood around here. Like, it'll only let you chop trees that are matured, but that's basically giving everybody a mission, which is ideal. We can then go ahead and just set up, as a basic introduction here, a growing zone as well. And I guess, to be honest with you, for now, it doesn't really matter where we start growing things. So I'm going to go ahead and have a 3 gap. I'm going to have like... Let's just have like a 10 by 10 little growing zone here where we can start growing just stuff, basically. Okay, so that's all good. We're going to go ahead and just cancel this. I don't know how actually... There we go. Just get rid of it like that. And how do I actually get rid of the zone that I'm working on here? There we go. There we go. And just get rid of that, I think. Cancel. There we go. Okay, cool. Did it. So, as you can see, everyone's kind of getting ready. Renata here is really slow. She's 35. Why is she so slow? She's still got this in a little pain, feeling bad situation. Beauty, comfort, space, mood. There's a lot of extra things on here since I've played before. Wow, this is awesome. I love the hair as well. Just an old gunshot wound. Your consciousness is weakened. Your manipulation is weakened as well. Why is your consciousness weakened? That's weird. Well, we're just going to have a slow character. Whatever, that's fine. So as you can see, essentially what everybody will do here is they're going to sort of like have social conversations and stuff, but realistically their goals and what they're going to be trying to work on here today is getting these beds made so they have a place to sleep, and getting all of the kind of like walls and stuff finished off here so this becomes an actual room that we can use. We're also going to need some power, obviously, as you guys I'm sure can appreciate. And for now, what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and make like just a functioning sort of place where everybody can live. So let's make a gap of 3 and just put a solar generator up here. And then we will set up power conduits and get some lights and things in the room once we've kind of finished that. We'll probably like put in like a battery sort of down here, and then have like a power conduit that runs like along here like that. That'll kind of be like a basic power setup, and then we can have a light in here and stuff as well, which I'll show you guys in a little while. Oops, lazy. Let's just cancel that if we can. Cancel. There we go. There we go. Cool. Okay. That's fine. So the door's going in, and they're still kind of like working on bits and pieces here. What they'll have to do to build these things is they're going to have to come back over here and start gathering some of these materials that you can see that are just lying around. Like, for example, all of these we can give them access to, and they can start hauling them. And actually what we can do is we can go ahead and set up another location. So if we go back into zone, this is like the limit of my knowledge of this game. We can do a stockpile zone, and again, once again, 1, 2, 3, have a 3 gap, and just have like it's like a 10 by 5, and that is an area where basically they will prioritize putting stuff. So any sort of like resources or anything that we get, we'll put there for now. And then as we build in the game, we'll make houses and buildings that actually have all these kind of resources and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I've played this game a couple of times. I really, really enjoy it. I think it's a very, very fun game. And hopefully you guys enjoy it as well. So as you can see here, we've got steel 75 of 100 added to this little solar generator that we need to start getting power. So they are kind of working on it, which is fine. And we've got loads of little animals that are knocking about. There's now a warg, a female warg, who's just kind of knocking about inside the house here. We've got rabbits and turtles and things. You can get animals as well, like pets, I mean, like dogs and stuff in this game as well. And there are obviously other colonies that you can find as well. And that'll become very, very clear later on. Thumpy, what are you doing? Or Thorpy, rather. Are you just putting the last little bit of power cable? Oh, he's just doing everything. He's just kind of like wiring up all the cables and stuff, which is fine. So as you can see, this is now a steel wall. It doesn't actually say that it's wired, but if we click on things that need power, it will show the wiring. And as you can see as well, that we've started a little bit of potato plant growing, because we're going to need sort of basic foods and things as well. So that's kind of being taken care of for us. But we're just making a super basic kind of setup here, because once that's done, then we're going to get them to start working on like trimming this out, making it look a bit more nice and a bit more refined, put a new dumping ground up there for all the ores and resources and stuff. Just kind of like working on things like that eventually. Renata has decided that she wants to be the hauler of the group, which is pretty funny, considering the fact that she's like slow as balls here. Very low expectations. New colony optimism. Still feeling bad. Still in a little pain. But that's fine, we'll take it, we'll take it. Is there anything else that we can get quickly that's just going to improve the quality of the room that we've got here? It already has some nice floors in. I'm not 100% sure exactly what type of flooring this is, actually. I don't know if I can find out. But we can just, if we want to, we can just go ahead and be like, bam, wooden floors. Just make it a bit sort of posher in there. We can also go ahead and add, like, a marriage spot? Designates a spot where marriage ceremonies will take place. Wow. Okay, there are a few things in this game that I have not experienced yet. So I'm going to need your help in the comments, guys. Let me know what you think so far, and let me know if you have any ideas to help me play this game, because I might struggle a little bit. Cloth animal bedler and armchairs and stuff. Oh, this is so good. Right, let's change over to wood. Get a wooden plant pot. We're going to pop that in the corner over here, because why not, I think. Little plant pot. Just get a little plant in here. Just make it sort of nice. Can we get like a window or anything as well? Let's just double check. Structure, no. Production, hoppers and things like that. Obviously, these are other things that we'll go into in more detail later on, once we've kind of got the basics set up here. And then I think steel chess table. Wow, that gives joy. Steel billiards table. Jesus Christ, that's amazing. Okay. Maybe we'll just have a little chess table just in here. Just anyway. Because I want to see what it does. I don't want to steal one. We'll cancel this. Oops. We still need to put the wooden floor there, though, please. If you could be so kind. There we go. He's putting all the floors in for us now, look, to make this little room a little bit nicer. You could use that if you want to. Yeah, sure. No worries. We've still got good old Stomp over here, who is just cutting things down like a trooper. Now, a quick mention on their skills and stuff and how that works, because I'm sure some people are wondering. You can see that we have all these different skills here. We currently are doing... What are we actually going to be growing here? This is like... Is it growing skill? Yeah, he's building his growing skill by chopping down these trees that you can see. And eventually what he's going to do is get to level 4. And then that's going to mean that he gets a little bit faster, cutting things down, you know, just standard kind of like RPG-ish strategy kind of game. If you've never experienced this game before, guys, it is so good. It's really, really fun. Needs light level 30. Okay, so that's the other problem right now. And we just got, you know, Renata's just hauling everything over from over there. I think we've got plenty of wood now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel the order to cut these trees down. And we'll just let him finish off with the one that he's doing there, because otherwise we're not going to get anything done. So that's fine. There you go, Stomp. You just take down that last tree there. That might even get him over the level that he requires. Let's have a look here. Nope. Character. And it's construction, isn't it? Yep. He made it to... No, it's not construction. Sorry, it's growing. Yeah, he's not quite there yet. But there you go. So he's done that, and he's like, oh, okay. I'm just going to wander over to here. And now I'm going to just hang around, and I'm going to wander over to here. That's fine. He's just having a bit of a wander. He can do that. That's fine. Whatever. We've still got Renata here, who is absolutely just hauling everything. Is he incapable of... He's incapable of hauling, which is why that's the situation right now. Oh, poor guy. So he can't actually do anything apart from wander around? Shit. Okay, well, I'll tell you what we'll do then. Let's get some of those orders back in again. How about you chop wood again for us? Yay! There you go, Stomp. That's like your responsibility, man, because you are the worst. Should we do that, or should we get some mining going on? I don't know. It's only the first day, so I don't necessarily think we need to worry about that. Everybody's got like plenty of food and stuff, and I think there are some medical meals over here as well. Why? I'm pretty sure that I told them that they could take those. So I'm not quite sure why that didn't... Oh, that's because this is more stuff down here, and then more stuff up there as well. That's fine. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, there are a few meals over here as well. It will be worth equipping those guns for some of our guys here. The best thing to do is to look at your shooting skills. So we have a level 3, a level 3, and a level 7. So Renata here is like the best shooter that we have, which means that we're going to go ahead and give her the big old rifle. Equip survival rifle. We're then we'll let her sleep after that as well. It's getting quite late. Well, it's only about 7 o'clock, so that's fine. Stomp here doesn't have super good shooting skills, and he doesn't have a thirst to learn more about shooting. So we'll give him the knife, and then finally, wherever the hell he's gone, here he is, Thorpy. He's going to get some more bits and pieces to be able to carry on working on this stuff. We'll give him the pistol, because he has a slight thirst, a slight desire to learn how to work with things. So there we go. Everybody has their own little skills, and time will just carry on going by a little bit for us here. But that should all be pretty good now. Let's just increase speed a little bit whilst they just go ahead and grab those guns, and come back over to the base again. There we go, and it's now 8 o'clock. And this is good, because this means that battery is now being built, which is good to see. Renata is actually bringing over like the health packs and the med kits and stuff for us, which we'll take. We'll take that. That's no problem at all. It's annoying that this guy is incapable of hauling, but I tell you what he can do. He can become like the most amazing miner in the entire world for us, which will be absolutely ideal. So the only thing we're actually going to be powering to start off this game is a little light, which we will do. So let's go ahead and have a look in power. No, it's not power, sorry. It's just a normal lamp. Whereabouts is that? Structure, production, furniture, yeah, standing lamp. There we go. Right, as you can see, so whenever you bring up any sort of power things, it will show you whereabouts you can actually build these. And currently, we can have it pretty much wherever we want to. We're just going to have that light kind of like towards the middle of the room, I guess. Or like just at the end of this. Maybe just at the end of this here. Or maybe next to the plant, actually. We'll have it next to the plant.
You've been watching the Yogscast. We hope you have enjoyed the show. Don't forget to check out all of our other videos. Oh, and be sure to subscribe to us if you like what you see. That way I'll know to make more and that you really like me. So, you've been watching the Yogscast. We hope you have enjoyed the show. Don't forget to check out all of our other videos.